Hello, welcome to Lush by Laura. I'm Laura and today I'm going to be showing you two different hairstyles using lace French braids. Now, I think that you've noticed two if you regularly watch my channel. One is that I've been absent for quite a long time, and that's because I've been having exams, and before I've been having exams, I've been having very intense revision because this term is so difficult. And before that, I've been having a bunch of projects to hand in. Anyway, second thing, I've changed locations. And I don't know if I'm gonna still use this new location of mine in my next video, because even if the setting is nicer, and I moved down here because I was quite bored with the setting upstairs, but upstairs has better lighting and you can actually see the details of my braids better because I have really dark hair, so you can't really see that much details unless the lighting is perfect. Which today it's not, so I'm going to have to use my explanatory skills in order to make you understand how to do these two hairstyles. And another thing that you will have to bear is the fact that sometimes there'll be passing cars or passing motorcycles. Like, yeah, I don't know if you heard that, that was actually a distant motorbike. So, anyway, if you want to know how to do these two hairstyles, then stick around and I will show you. I see that I have a middle parting. You can change your parting if you like, but for this style, I want to have a middle parting. I think it looks better. However, because it's going to be a side braid and a side ponytail later on, I'm just going to, at the back, separate the hair unevenly. Like this, you see? So you see I have more hair on this side than the other side. So I'm just going to secure this out of the way temporarily. It's not necessary, it actually doesn't really get in the way. And I'm going to work on this side. Now I'm going to do a lace French braid. So what you do is you grab a section at the front of your hair and you split it into 3 equal sections. Now because I want the hairstyle to show the braid at the side, I'm going to put the strand furthest away from my face over the middle strand and the strand nearest to my face over the middle strand. Then I add hair only to the strand that is furthest away from my face and I go over the middle. And I don't add any more hair on the one nearest to my face and go over the middle strand, and I continue doing that. Not sure if you can see it because my hair is dark and the lighting is not like, fantastic. Let me just, yep, that's a bit better. You can see that a braid is actually flaring out here, so I'm just going to continue. I'm going to volumize the braid so that it doesn't start off like, a really small braid that gets like really huge or something. So once I have grabbed all the hair, I want to make sure that all the strands are of the same length because I'm going to braid this. And when you braid it, you want to braid it all the way down to the end. I'm braiding it quite tightly so that it doesn't create any loose flaps over here. So you want to braid it as far down as you can. Usually I can braid it further down, but I didn't really see how long it was in each strand because I don't have a mirror. Anyway, so we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side, but starting here and going all the way to the back. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I grab a section of hair at the front, split it into 2 equal sections, take the strand furthest from my face and go over the middle strand, and the strand nearest to my face, go over the middle strand. Only adding hair on the strand that's furthest away from my face. I'm going it over the middle, and the strand that is nearest to my face, I don't add any more, and I go over the middle. It's very simple. It's the art of lace French braiding. now, because I'm going to be braiding at the back, I'm just going to make sure that I have all of these 3 strands separately. I grab the hair that's at the bottom and I add it to the side strand and I go over the middle strand. But I don't add any more hair on the strand that's close to the top of my head, and I go over the middle strand. And I try to keep my braid as close to my neck as possible. Here I want to braid quite tightly so that it doesn't become all flappy and loose and, weird looking. So once I feel that I've grabbed enough hair to braid all the way around my head, I'm just going to English braid it down so that it'll be easier to handle, and you'll see why. So the reason why I braid this all the way down is because I'm going to have to let go of this eventually, and it will take a longer time for the braid to unravel, and because of that the braid over here will not unravel and be really secure in this big braid and butter form. So I just grab 3 sections, and one of the sections is the braid that we made at the very beginning, and start braiding. So untie the elastic band right where your braid ends, and you should end the braid around where the little braid ends, otherwise the little braid will just unravel and all of the hard work at the beginning will be just, a waste. Now usually I did not have a tail this long. As I said, I didn't have a mirror, so I couldn't check whether all the strands were of equal length, so I didn't get to braid it all the way down like I normally could. So this is the finished look for one of the looks. Lace French braids going at the back and meeting up to one big braid that is a small braid within a bigger braid. However, if you don't want this big braid, you can just simply untie the elastic band. Try to be gentle. I'm quite impatient, and that's not very good for the hair, so unravel all the braids here and tie it off into a ponytail. Tug on it so that it's more secure and tight. And if you want to hide the elastic band, then just take a thin piece of hair and wrap it round the elastic band. Now, securing this in place is going to be difficult, especially when I don't have a mirror under bright lights to see. So how I do this is, basically, I'm not actually an expert at bobby pinning. It's actually one of my weak points, but I take the section that is sticking out, the one that's sticking out with the bumpy bit. I take that and I sort of scoop a bit of hair from the surface, and then I twist the pin up, and there, it's secured. So basically what I did was I used this bit of the bobby pin to scoop the hair up, and then after the hair has been scooped, I do this and push it up. And I actually might want to do that in some other sections because my hair is uneven, so I might have tied off a section of hair, but something else will unravel. So I'm just going to do that again, and this way you don't see the bobby pin on the hairstyle, so that's good. So those are the 2 finished looks. Hope you liked it, hope it helped you. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you later. And as a PS, if you want to accessorize this updo, you can use a decorative flower or a decorative bow or anything. And yeah,